I thought I'd give a quick tour of my train stations. This isn't a finished video, it's just a quick one. Most of the stations are unfinished works. Alright, here's my first design. Here's the track selector. It's not finished yet. It doesn't actually go to anything. Well, it goes to the selectors, but the tracks don't go anywhere. I might change this so it only lets one light up at a time. I think I destroyed the reset right now. I know how it resets. So here are the 5 bays. I'll launch that one, and it detects which bay is empty or full, fills the empty ones, and there's an overflow. I'm gonna grab another car. And then as the cars go down and take the different routes, it turns off each one and sends the car back because it's a closed loop. There's no actual destinations hooked up. I don't know where my other car is. See, it's a little buggy yet. So when all the bays are full, there's an overflow. Turn it on. Okay. I have a Pez dispenser overflow. They come over here and bounce around on here until it's full or whatever. And they come up to the top and stack up. Even the ones with a chest built into it, the storage cars. I'll turn on the dispenser. And it sends one out every once in a while to see if there's an empty bay. If there's not, it goes back in the top of the dispenser. I have like a long delay here set up. It pushes one car out, takes off down the track, and goes around. And so when they depart, they come down here to this level. And these are the selectors. If none's selected, then it just goes back around. Goes back to the beginning. That one's just going to go into the overflow dispenser. And then these tracks here are supposed to go out and connect to different parts of the world, but right now they're just connected back into the return. So these latches here are for the bays. When this light's on, it's an empty bay, but right now they're all marked as full, and it goes up to the switches and everything. And these are the track selectors, the latches for the selections, and they go down underneath and all over. Connect to the detectors over here someplace. That'd be these, and these are the track switches. And that's pretty much it for this one. I'll go check out a simpler one now. Well, this one here is only temporary, but it's probably the simplest design I know. And you push the button to launch. Then when you come back, the car just sits there until you push the button. And here's my other station. Here's my second one. The cars just loop around until they stop. If it's an empty car, it usually stops right away. Okay, simpler design. Only 2 routes. I have a button for each direction, or a reset, but I think I'm going to make this select only one at a time. That would probably work a lot better. And then the launch button, if none's selected, it'll just go around a circle, come back. So I'll launch this one to get it out of the way. Back to where I came from. And we'll go for a ride. Let's go this one. And to the last station. So this other station, my brother came up with the design. The first 2 I did. Here's his bridge. We're actually underneath the bridge. That's Mario on the side. And here's his castle coming up. Here we are. And into his station. So his is a totally different design. It probably works a lot better than mine. Mine are a bit buggy, especially when the animals get in there. It gets chaotic. But I have to take all the grass out of my buildings so they stop. So when a car comes in, this pressure plate launches the incoming bay to clear it out just in case. Don't want cars bouncing back and stuff. So it clears the bay if there's anything in it. And I'll just clear the bay. So that's incoming, and outgoing's over here. Now we got 2 cars now. I think. Nope. There it is. Okay. So clear the bay, and it sets it up over here at incoming. You could probably use like a Pez dispenser or something to handle the extra cars. But everything you add adds a lot of complexity to the circuits. Sometimes simple is just better. So I'll get in. Let's go. He also needs like a switching bay or something. We only have the 3 destinations set up. Well, one in the middle, 2 on each end, 1 on each end. I put the booster rails every 6 blocks because it uses a lot of gold, but it keeps up the speed pretty well for empty cars and stuff. I don't want any empty cars just getting stranded on the track, so I use plenty of boosters and keep the animals off. if a car runs into another car or an animal or something, a lot of times it turns around, goes all the way back. If it's a long track, it can be a long ride back and then have to relaunch to try to get to your destination. I haven't come up with any kind of like a fail-safe for that yet, but anything I can think of would use a lot of redstone. So, yeah, here's this station. And here's my doorbell. You probably can't hear it anyway. But okay, to maintenance. Track selector. Here's the selector latches. I think that's what this is. No. I think these are this here. Yeah, these are the latches to select which destination. This one's much simpler. And then the launch is in here someplace. It's not real complex. And over here is a doorbell. Signal comes in one of these and powers the first one and goes through a delay, comes back, it's this one. But actually something I just figured out. I've seen this once before, but I completely forgot about it, and it is such a useful feature. You right click on the delays, the repeaters, and you add more delay to it. Instead of using so many repeaters, I gotta switch all my circuits over to use those when I need a delay. Okay, so that's it. There's my station. I'll keep working on it and see if I can make it better, clean it up, and finish it up. Then I'll show my video again.